Hey guys, it's Mike here. This is a re-upload of my top 10 toy Bonnie facts video without the fan art, so please enjoy. Hey, what is up guys, it is Mike here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 facts about Toy Bonnie in Five Nights at Freddy's. This idea was suggested by Wolfstar796. So up number 10 is that unlike Bonnie, Toy Bonnie actually has eyebrows, which is actually quite unusual since Toy Bonnie is still a bunny, and bunnies don't have eyebrows. In my opinion, this makes Toy Bonnie much less scary. I think it would be so much scarier if she didn't have eyebrows. But whatever, I guess it is a kid restaurant, and so it should be kid friendly, and it would probably defeat the whole purpose if they made the animatronics super scary. Oh, wait. And at number 9 is that Toy Bonnie is the only toy animatronic to never actually reveal his endoskeleton eyes. Except of course in his death screen, but I'll get into that later. But yeah, Toy Chica does it as soon as she leaves the show stage, and Toy Freddy does it as soon as he gets close to you. But yeah, Toy Bonnie would look so much scarier in my opinion if he attacked you without his eyes. And at number 8 is that Toy Bonnie is the only animatronic who actually moves when he enters your office. No other animatronic actually does that, and the reason why is because it's actually quite hard to do that. Technically, since the game is actually 2D, like the whole game is just a bunch of 2D sprites, and the reason why it looks 3D is because of some clever graphical tricks by Scott. So yeah, just to produce this one effect, he literally had to, re-render every single frame. But anyway, enough technical mumbo jumbo. What I'm trying to say is, it's hard to actually produce movement in this engine, and that's why movement is so rare in both games. And now for fact number 7 is that there appears to be a slight technical mistake made by Scott, which is that sometimes Toy Bonnie's guitar just appears and disappears out of his hands. If you look at Toy Bonnie on the show stage and in party room number 3, you can see that his guitar is in his hands, but for some reason in every other room his guitar just disappears from his hands. So yeah, that's just a slight technical inconsistency, and very few people notice it anyway because they're too busy, being scared and trying to not die. And after number 6 is that there actually was a pretty heated debate over whether Toy Bonnie is a girl or a boy, and the reason for that is because even though Scott Cawthon confirmed that Bonnie in the first game is in fact a boy, in the second game Toy Bonnie just looks so different. Specifically, it has pink eyelids as well as long eyelashes, and also its skin color is much more bright, and has much more rosy cheeks. So yeah, is it a boy or a girl? Well, there is one way to find out, and that is if you go into the custom night menu and you go into the ladies night custom challenge. It's pretty safe to assume that the animatronics that are highlighted are girls, while the ones that aren't are boys. And Toy Bonnie is in fact not highlighted, so we can assume that it is in fact a boy. And F number 5 is that Toy Bonnie has a shadow counterpart, which the fan community dubbed Shadow Bonnie. Now, however, while Shadow Bonnie does look very much like Toy Bonnie, it is not confirmed that he actually represents Toy Bonnie. And if you look closely, you will see that there are actually a few subtle differences between Shadow Bonnie and Toy Bonnie. First of all, the top row of teeth is actually quite different on both of them. And second of all, Toy Bonnie's torso is a one piece, while Shadow Bonnie's torso seems to be composed out of two pieces. And after fact number 4 is that Toy Bonnie has this very creepy feature, which is that his eyes seem to contract the closer he gets to you. Like in the sense that the closer he is, the smaller his irises get. Now that's a very strange thing for a few reasons. First of all, he's an animatronic, his eyes are supposed to be plastic, they're not supposed to do that. And second of all, if you flash light into his face, his eyes don't get any smaller, which means that it's not because of the light or anything. It's very strange. And after fact number 3 is that sometimes when dying in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you might sometimes see this screen. And what this is what we call the Toy Bonnie death screen. It's a very creepy still image of Toy Bonnie without his eyes. And it is probably a wink by Scott in reference to the Bonnie death screen in the first game. And after number 2 is that there is a theory going around that Toy Bonnie might actually be responsible for the missing paper plate. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, in one of the party rooms in the game, there is one paper plate on the wall that sometimes goes missing and even very rarely appears in your office. And the theory goes that when Toy Bonnie is in front of the camera, he's actually blocking your view of the paper plate so that you don't notice that he's the one who stole it. And then when he enters your office and he moves around while the lights are blinking, at the exact moment where he is standing where the paper plate would be, the room goes dark, giving him the chance to quickly put up the paper plate on the wall while you can't see him. And now finally for fact number 1 is that we know that Toy Bonnie is going to be in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. We know this because if you look at the image that Scott put on scottgames.com, you can see a box full of animatronic parts and Toy Bonnie is one of them. What role will he play in the upcoming game? No one knows, but the only way to find out is to wait and see. Oh, and by the way, Shadow Bonnie might also make an appearance in the third game, although that's just my personal prediction and it's not confirmed. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed that, and otherwise, why not subscribe for more videos from me? And yeah, I guess otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Peace!